business data analytics program is a great opportunity for students to equip themselves for a desperate need that's out there in the marketplace. Right now there's so much opportunity and need for students who understand the world of business, who know how to ask strategic questions, and can analyze the data and produce actionable insights from that data. The exciting thing about studying data analytics at Newman University is that everywhere I go, businesses are saying, we need graduates with this skill set who can understand data, analyze it, ask good questions, and bring good insights. But they add to that, honestly, we need people who have real curiosity about the world around them, people who know how to think outside of the box, people who can bring a breadth of understanding to this process, because the work that we do requires a lot of creativity, a lot of thinking that you get when you're taught in a liberal arts context. So it's just so valuable to be able to do that in this context of Newman. One of the fun things about studying data analytics is that most people, when they work with a spreadsheet of data, they have a few hundred, a few thousand rows of data, and you're not doing much with it. But in these classes, what we get to do is take lots of data, talking about hundreds of thousands of rows of data or more, and find patterns in that data. And so in that process, we'll look at the data in Excel and get really good at using spreadsheets. But beyond that, then we're taking this into other more fun pieces of software, such as Tableau Desktop, Microsoft Power BI, and others. And later in the program, we learn to manipulate this data with languages such as Python. And this gives us the opportunity to use machine learning to identify patterns and work with them, and a whole bunch of other really interesting algorithms. One of the neat things about the way we've designed the curriculum is that in the first class, the introductory class, it's called Data Analytics and Visualization. In that class, you'll get a taste of everything in the field. You'll get an introduction to concepts of analytics, you'll get to manipulate data, and you'll get to start visualizing it with really cool software like Tableau or Microsoft Power BI. In the second class, we'll get to focus more in depth, and a class such as data visualization will have a chance to build on those initial skills and spend an entire semester just developing your sense both of bringing patterns, seeing the patterns in the data, and also bringing visual aesthetics to that to make the visualization look really great and speak to your audience. A lot of the work we do in these courses will involve some pretty serious use of serious software packages. As an online student, you should be aware that you will have access to premium online tutorials that are showing you as a video step-by-step processes for using the software. So a portion of your course will be just to become familiar with the software, to know how to use it. And then what I'll do is I'll add assignments on top of that that ask you to become increasingly adept at doing creative things, bringing insights out of that data, and we'll be able to dialogue about the higher order kinds of things after you've walked through those tutorials to learn the how-tos. Business data analytics is a great program for a few different kinds of student. First is the student who enjoys thinking analytically about data and realizes that there's real opportunity out there to bring creative insights. They probably enjoy discovering things that you wouldn't have seen otherwise before you sort of dig in and start mining the data. Another kind of student who can do really well is one who enjoys mathematics and enjoys business, and this is a chance to bring it together. And the student who has an aptitude for mathematics and combines that with data analytics is just gold in the marketplace. This program can also be great for the student who is a creative thinker, who really enjoys asking intelligent questions and who likes working with a team. And that kind of person, using the tools that we have available, you may not be the biggest mathematical mind in the room, but you can work with the statisticians and others, and you'll bring insights out of that data that they may not, just because you are asking great questions and you're thinking creatively. finally, the person who has creativity that comes out in design. They like working with patterns and design and color, and that kind of student can bring greater visual acuity to the development of the insights from this data. And I've heard time and again, and I've asked businesses, I said, do you need somebody who has more mathematical ability, more statistical ability, or do you need somebody who has more visual ability to bring visual aesthetics, right, to the presentation of the data? And what they say is, well, we need both. One of the exciting things about this field is we live in an area here in Wichita where there are businesses who want to provide internships with students who are developing the skill set. Already I've been here less than a year, and we've got one student who's working as an intern for someone in data visualization, having a great time. And I was just talking with some other businesses, and they're telling me, we'd like somebody this summer, we'd like somebody next year. So those internships are just a fantastic opportunity that we have. They can make such a difference in, the outlook for a student when they graduate. Frankly, there's going to be people lining up to hire these students as they prepare to graduate. Within even the schools of business, those who have technical ability on top of that business understanding, and particularly ability in the area of analytics, are especially highly sought after.